Now, to answer this question on how you would get started with $1,000 if you were investing today or if you were looking at chucking in another DCA. The main problem people have, there's actually 4 problems that I'm going to break down on how you would invest $1,000, is what typically happens is you have 4 problems. Okay, so we're going to go over the problems and I'm going to talk about how I would invest $1,000 today for this cryptocurrency bull run. Now, problem 1 is, sounds gay, sounds like, oh, wishy-washy, but this is a big problem. And this is the problem I had, and I didn't have $1,000 in the last bull run. I got up to like 950K, but my problem was I didn't know my goals. You know, I thought, okay, we'd make $1 million, but you know, that is just absolutely retarded just to chuck a number out there, because I think it needs to be way more precise than that, because you cannot pull up like me in the last bull run. I'm just like, yeah, I'll see what happens, right? Because if you don't do this, I promise you, the sunshine, the rainbows will end and you will ride this all the way back down. So number 1, you'll never take profits once we run, e.g. you ride it all the way down. A lot of people watching this channel probably felt that in the last bull run. A lot of people are probably feeling this right now as cryptocurrency is dying, okay, in real time. But I promise you, we're only on our way to greatness. Now, number 2, if you hit a home run with a low market cap gem, these will eventually die 99% of the time. You know, a great example could be AI agents category. I'm not saying it's dying, but Virtual's protocols did super well. Now it's actually crashing in real time, but you know, nobody took profits when they're up 1000x. It's crazy. So here's you. You pull up to cryptocurrency with your $1,000 and you have this big problem. Your goals are foggy. And what happens is you crash and die. Now, fortunately, in crypto, you don't actually die, okay? Just like if you crash your car, but you know, you're going to crash, okay? And you're going to have to start all over again. And that's fine for some people, but if this is your last $1,000 and you need to make this work, probably took you so long to get that $1,000. So let's not actually crash and fucking die that portfolio. So here's what you should do. You should have a goal. If that is a 10,000 goal for this bull run, great. If that is $100,000, great. But just understand, the higher you go, okay, because you can't just say I'm going to turn $1,000 into $10 million, because that is absolutely ludicrous. That's like saying I'm going to build a business in 6 months to be the biggest business in the world and overtake Tesla. That's like saying I'm going to go to the gym when you've never been to the gym, and in 3 months I'm going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not going to happen. So you have to be realistic, right? But then you have to map out this that we'll talk about in step 2, step 3, and step 4, how to actually get there. But also, I like to break it down more, because $10,000 is nice, but I like to know, what can that get me? $100,000 is fucking great, but what can that get you? And once you have tangible goals for the real world, I think it's great. So you might want to take more holidays, okay? Okay, how much does that cost? Break that down. You might want a new car. Wouldn't do this, by the way, but you might want to do it. You might want to put a down payment on a new house. You might want to just pay off debt, because these are actually real things, and this will motivate you to actually click that sell button once you hit your targets of the dollar value. You might just want to quit your job. This is a big one. And if you can do that, this bull run, that is going to be for sure motivating you to click that sell button, so you don't ride it all the way for an extra little 2x once you've already done 20x, when you could have just sold and you've ticked off all your goals. Very fucking important. Now, problem 2 is, a lot of us face this, and I'm starting to face this right now. I'm looking at my portfolio. I think I've got 14, 15, maybe 17 coins, when my whole goal was like 5 to 8 at the start of this bull market. And I've just looked and I've got, you know, double the coins that I should have. Now, I don't have the problem with $1,000, but I would argue I'm getting too many coins. But you know, it is what it is. This typically happens. But if you're pulling up to the market, okay, with $1,000 and you buy 12, 13, 14 coins, you have to understand that you're not going to do any fucking damage with $100 here and there, unless it is a super speculative coin. But chances are, you know, you're not going to find that, and it's not going to do well anyways. But this is more once you get to the 10 to the 50K to the 100K plus portfolio. Okay, this is when you transition to after you turn that 1K to 10K, right? So do not pull up with so many fucking coins, okay? I think you should buy 3 to 4 maximum at this stage, so you have about $300 in each. Maybe you have 250 and 4, right? I think that's a better strategy to do, and then you can shave off profits and you can roll over to the next one. Super, super important, because you can actually do damage. Let's say you have $300 in one coin, it pumps 10x, you cash out with 3K. Now you can roll that over for maybe a 2 to 3x in another coin. You can start to do really damage, okay? If you have $100 in one coin and you do that 10x, yeah, you might make the grand, right? But it's just going to be so much, you're going to be holding the bag way too long, when you might want a 50x, for example, to reach your initial goal of one coin, but then you might get so close and you might fall back. If you have more cash in a coin, you don't need to chase those 1,000,000x returns. E.g., if we had unlimited money today and we're all multi-millionaires, we'd probably just buy Bitcoin, okay? Because we would be set for life. You wouldn't really have to do anything. Problem 3, is you buy the peaks and sell the lows. This is especially happening right now with this kind of local top that we had with all the FUD. Perfect example, I gave it at the start. Virtual's Protocol. You buy here when you should have been buying here. But then the worst thing is you sell at a loss because you think the market's over. And this leaves you sad and depressed. Another example, HBAR, Header Hackcraft. This was one of my coins I DCA'd religiously when I was buying here, stupidly, because I didn't understand the bear cycles and the bull cycles and the 4-year cycles. Everybody started to buy HBAR again, but now they're selling because it's taking a little dump. Guess what? Leaves you sad and depressed. XRP is a fucking fantastic coin to talk about this. This was a stable coin for literally years and years and years. Could have bought here, could have took the pump. Could have bought here recently for like 2 years. Guess what? Everybody started buying XRP again. Okay, and this might not be you, but I've just seen it so many times. And now they're starting to think about selling, if not they haven't sold already, and they're just constantly losing money. That is how you lose all your money. Well, problem 4 is, and this is an unfortunate situation that I hate to say, but it is just the reality, you cannot buy the big boy coins if you want great gains. Now, if you want just a 2 to 3x, okay, that's absolutely fine. Buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, but chances are you want to kind of get into that next phase of the bracket. So e.g. if you have 4 figures, the $1,000, you probably should have the goal to get to the 10K, the 5 figures, right? But you're unfortunately in this cycle, you can argue against me, but I don't think Bitcoin is going to be $1 million. I don't think Ethereum is going to be $26,000 as bull cycle, okay? So e.g. if your goals are to get to that first 10K from the 1K, these 2 coins won't give you that this run. Again, there's nothing wrong with the 2 to 3x in normal market. If you're fine with that, great. But if you're not, you need to go back to your goals and then you need to allocate that portfolio to hit those goals, okay? Super, super important. Now, let's talk about the actual coins. Again, there's many fucking coins I would love to give you, but again, if you're just looking at starting at 3 coins, I would kind of look at 3 different categories. The first coin I would buy is Render. Render's on a great fucking discount right now. So if you liked Render at $12, $13, you should fucking love it at 4 because you get to accumulate 3 to 4x more coins at these prices. Yes, it might look scary. Yes, it continued to go down. But if you look at Render, one of the top coins in the AI space, you've seen what NVIDIA, okay, this is like the number 1, number 2 stock in the whole stock ecosystem, okay, the whole market cap. It is fucking running, okay? AI, ChatGPT, all these AI is going to take over so many jobs, and I believe this market cap is going to start to roll over to Render once we get that next phase of the bull run. So that's what I would initially buy, and I think you can get great returns. Even if you just want to hold this for this bull run, I think this is, in my opinion, my humble opinion, easily 10, 20, $30 billion market cap plus. So you're going to get good multiples there. You don't have to chase the 50x, 100x returns. I would love to give you 3 meme coins, but I would just be choosing 3 frogs, 3 dog coins out of a hat, and they might pay off or they might not. The whole goal is to make money your first bull run. The next coin I would buy is Ondo. Now, Ondo are actually backed by BlackRock, okay? BlackRock are one of the biggest asset managers in cryptocurrency. They're buying billions and billions and millions of dollars of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and some other altcoins. But again, Ondo is actually backed by BlackRock. They haven't had a bull run, okay, in 2021, so it's kind of unmarked territory. But I just think this coin is going to absolutely fly. I can't give you a price prediction on this one. I would love to, but just because it's so new since March, like it's not even. I guess it's like 1 year old now since really January, so it's about 1 year old. But I can't give you a price just because it's not been around in 2021 and we don't really see where it's been. But what I can tell you is this coin in this next phase of the bull market is going to fucking fly. Just because all the Jeffries are going to see BlackRock, they're going to do a little research and they're going to FOMO into this coin. The next coin I would buy is Beam. Now, I don't specifically mean Beam itself. I would choose a gaming coin. If you know about the last bull run, gaming coins went fucking crazy. The whole market cap of gaming right now is 15 billion. That is less than, I think, 1/3 of Dogecoin, and that's the number 1 meme coin right now, which is crazy to me. The whole problem is, the gaming system right now in crypto fucking sucks. Nobody's making good games, but I do believe FOMO hype, and in 2025, peak cycles, I think gaming is going to get fantastic runs. The reason I like Beam is it's one of the tops. I think it's the top 5 or top 10 coin in market cap right now. Again, if you love Beam at 0.037, you should fucking love it at 0.01, okay? Because you get to accumulate, just what we talked about in Render, way more Beam. If you believe in Beam, Beam's probably got one of the biggest and best websites I've ever seen in cryptocurrency gaming. It is so fucking nicely done. It might sound geeky, but I've never seen a gaming website. Most gaming websites just look like they've done in their mum's basement, right? But this is, you can see that they've put time and effort here. They've got a lot of big backers. They're funding a lot of games. They're making a lot of good projects here. And again, at a $500 million market cap, the goal could be endless. Now, after this, once these coins do a 10, 20x, 5x returns, maybe on some of the lower ones, okay, or the higher market caps, what you should do is, number one, cash out some. Number two, start looking at new projects that haven't moved yet that you like. And that's how you keep transitioning. Again, that's called the rollover method. But more times you roll over, the more risky it can be. But as again, you need to set your goals up. Super, super important. Realize that with maybe some stuff you want to buy. Realize that with paying off your debt. Number two is you can't buy too many coins. I think 3 to 4 should be maximum. If you're coming in here with $1,000, as you have more money, you can buy more. That's absolutely fine, because the more money you put in a coin, the less damage that coin needs to do in terms of returns. Problem 3, again, you cannot buy the peaks and sell the lows. So if you're buying recently in the last month, last week or so, it is fucking difficult, but now's the time to dibble down. And number 4 is, again, just my personal opinion, if you want 10x, 20x returns, you cannot buy the big coins. So I really hope this video was valuable. Drop your comments below. How many coins would you buy? And what coins would you buy right now with $1,000? Peace and take care.